Welcome to Saxx Reacts, to this theater we call the world. So step inside and enjoy the show.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to Saxx Reacts, episode 3. You know, we always got to kick this off with some positivity out the gate, so we're going to hit you with a little bit of motivation, a little motivation. Let's roll.
You know, I heard a quote today that hit a little different, and it said, sometimes nothing good happens to you because you are the good that happens to others. And man, that one stuck. Because if you've ever felt like you're out here giving it your all, showing up for everybody, holding it together, being the strong one, but nothing ever seems to come back your way, this might be why. You see, you are the blessing. The way you love, the way you protect, encourage, the way you stay solid in your character, even when you're tired. That's what keeps other people going. And maybe you ain't being overlooked. Maybe you were built to make an impact. And yeah, I know it gets heavy. I know that it feels unfair sometimes, you and me both. But don't let that make you forget who you are. If this hit you like it hit me, and you're still watching, you're my kind of people. So do me a favor and push all them buttons there on your screen. Like it, drop a comment, share it with somebody else who may need to hear this today. And if you're built like this, go ahead and follow me. You see, we're better together. God bless y'all.
Couldn't agree with the man more. All right, now to the unfortunate reality we seem to be living in right now, y'all. You ready for this? That doom and gloom is always just a click away. Man.
Blue whales have stopped singing. Yeah, the massive whale in the ocean, the blue whale, they don't sing anymore. And this is weird. Blue whales all over the world have gone silent. Since the first time people figured out that whales actually sang, blue whales have stopped completely. And there's a lot of guesses out there of why this happened, but nobody really knows for sure why blue whales have gone silent. Now, whales sing most of their life. That's how they communicate, at least from what we know. And blue whales in particular sing almost constantly until lately. You know, there's only 10,000 to 25,000 blue whales left on this planet, on Earth. That's all that exists anymore. There's more people in baseball stadiums than there are blue whales on the Earth. And now, for some reason, they've gone silent, even though some scientists are trying their best to guess why. Look, this might not seem like a big thing, but when nature, or animals in particular, start doing things they never did before, or stop doing things they've always done, that's a sign. That's a sign that something's up. And in this case, at least the blue whales know it. Okay, Booshkis, I just wanted to share this with you. Shabadoo.
Well, you know it ain't over until the fat blue whale sings. In this case, stop singing.
Why is everything dying right now? Animals, trees. Why is everything radioactive right now? Bees, shrimp. Why is there toxic gas in the middle of that's unaliving people right now? Can't stand that word. Come right back to this because this is massive. For this account right here, notice that the leaves were changing way earlier than usual, but at the same time, for weeks now, trees have been dying all over the United States. Colorado, California, really every single state, we have trees dying nonstop, and guess what? Like usual, nobody knows why. And you mean to tell me that while all these trees are unexpectedly, unknowingly dying, that we also have these radioactive wasps that just showed up, and they said it was because of a nuclear thing, but now we have radioactive shrimp as well? And not just radioactive bugs and radioactive bugs of the sea. Now we have a toxic vapor in Manhattan. Deadly vapor-borne disease rips through New York, killing 3 and hospitalizing dozens. Okay, hold on. Let's regroup and slow down. Again, all the trees are mysteriously dying. Radioactive bugs and bugs of the sea. And now we have these bunnies showing up with this crazy, what looks to me like mushrooms or mold popping out the side of their face. Coincidentally, again, at the same exact time, now we have these problems happening in squirrels as well. And also we have these zombie deer disease going crazy right this minute as well, all at the same time. And also, note to the wise, I've also broken down in past videos for you guys how radioactivity is similarly striking to spiritual energy and frequency. If you notice, the last week, the human frequency has been insane every single day and still doing things it never does. Or rarely. We have new patterns and blackouts and all sorts of things happening. Remember, back in the World War, they needed to get their nuclear cube to a reaction, and they were at, I believe, 665, possibly just one away. Or maybe it was 664 and 2 more needed. All these cracks going on in the Midwest. Of course, frequency literally triggers and manipulates earthquakes. By the way, completely 1000% unrelated, not relevant whatsoever, neither what I'm saying or what the radar is showing. Something incredibly odd's been going on. Whenever it rains real hard, I go outside and I smell bleach. Am I the only one? Let me know in the comments. Again, this is unrelated, I'm just telling you guys a story. And also, I've been hearing really strange sounds coming from the sky the last few days. And it was weird because when I took out my phone to record it, boom, silenced. You guys feel anything weird lately? Maybe the last few days? Now, back to what's relevant. Things are getting extremely weird in 2025. Make sure you like or bookmark this post so you can find it later. You will need it. Why? Just wait.
Can't even lie, y'all. That's a whole lot going on in the world today. Because this man's story is bound to be a happy one, right? Yeah, I wouldn't
You
bank on
noticed
it.
something strange happening around you? Something you can't always put into words, but you feel it in your gut? That the world has turned itself upside down and no one is admitting it? You're not imagining things. You're living inside what I call the inversion matrix. It's a system that quietly flips reality until you question your own senses. Let me show you what I mean, and you'll see how familiar this really is. First, your perception is deliberately scrambled. Remember when the news was just news? Now it's an endless barrage. One day they terrify you with crisis, and the next they distract you with gossip. Think about something that happened in 2020. Every channel gave you conflicting instructions, then blamed you for feeling confused. It's the same with politics. Every issue becomes a screaming match. And they do this because a population that's overwhelmed will eventually give up trying to think for itself. Second, your moral compass gets reprogrammed. Look at how easily honesty gets labeled as hate or skepticism gets smeared as danger. Maybe you've noticed that standing up for your own family or community is now called selfish, while repeating the latest trending hashtag makes you good. This inversion is designed to punish your integrity and reward your conformity. Third, your empathy is turned against you. You care about the environment, so they tell you that if you don't buy into their carbon credit schemes, you're a villain. You care about fairness, so they tell you if you don't support every new policy, no matter how absurd, you must be a bigot. This is psychological blackmail. They bury you in guilt for problems too big for any individual to solve. And when you feel helpless enough, you'll accept any solution no matter who profits. Fourth, the economy has been dressed up as freedom, but is really a trap. Remember when home ownership was something normal working people could achieve? Today you need 2 incomes and a mountain of debt to even think about it, while private equity firms buy up whole neighborhoods. Remember when college degree meant stability? Now it often means a lifetime of loans. So they call this progress, but all it really does is keep you anxious and dependent. Fifth, your identity is hollowed out and sold back to you in pieces. Everywhere you look, you're told to create a personal brand, to be marketable, curated, and constantly available online. But behind every filtered selfie, there is a quiet ache of never feeling good enough. This is how the inversion keeps you performing instead of living. And finally, community has been replaced by simulations of connection. Remember when neighbors looked out for each other, when friends gathered without any agenda? Now you scroll through endless feeds comparing yourself to people you barely know. Social media promises belonging, but it delivers envy, outrage, and loneliness. That isolation isn't accidental, it makes you easier to manage. So if you're tired, if you're disoriented, or if you feel like you're losing your grip on what's real, understand this. You are responding exactly the way a healthy person responds to a sick system. But here is what they never tell you. The moment you stop playing along, when you trust your own instincts and more than their narratives, the inversion starts to break. And when enough of us do that together, no amount of noise can keep us from seeing the truth.
The Last Stand 1 on TikTok. That's that guy's name. I highly suggest all y'all jump on there, follow that dude. All of his little rants be highly intelligent, very well thought out, and very thought provocative. Really does get you deep in your thoughts. Like, damn, man, yeah, he really thinking it through when he puts this down. Now he thinks just the way a lot of us over here, us people that have awakened to the BS a long time ago, he thinks just the same way as we do, but he's really good at articulating it. You should definitely go over there and check him out. Again, that's The Last Stand 1. I follow him on TikTok. He's probably on YouTube and stuff too. I'm not sure. All right, moving on.
Televised, and you want to know why? Because before it begins, there will be a total blackout. No phones, no internet, no television or any sort of communication, just total darkness. The Project Bluebeam plays another major role in this, but I will explain this in the final part of this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to share and follow for more.
And we all know about CERN. Boy, it's where probably most of these portals is coming from CERN playing around, ripping holes in the time and space, letting all kind of creatures in. They got to quit messing around. They spraying our air, and then CERN is ripping portals, and then it's a bad business out there, man. Y'all, we got to get some help. Let's go.
What's up, y'all? I figured it out. I figured it all out. I know what the 144,000 is. Do you understand? I figured it all out. I know how they doing the spells on y'all. I know how God's chosen people are marked. Do y'all understand? Y'all hear this out. For your soul, you hear me? For your soul, hear this out. Okay? Don't switch off because this ain't what you used to hearing. I found it all out. The 144,000 is a frequency. How did I come to this? After studying the information on the chakras and the hidden messages in the Bible, I realized that we are supposed to learn the knowledge of both of them side by side. How did I come to this? I came to this because it says that Jacob wrestled with God at a place called Peniel. This is a chakra reference, and that struck my attention. So I started reading through the Bible with this in mind. Then later I saw a verse that said, if a man's eye be single, then his whole body will be filled with light. This is another chakra reference. So then I began to pray and ask why is chakra knowledge hidden throughout the Bible? And it came over me, y'all. When Yeshua, aka Jesus, needed to defeat the flesh and keep his energy high in an evil world, he went and fasted. When Moses needed to talk to God, he always fasted. Now I asked, what does fasting have to do with chakras? And I heard my soul say these are the 7 deadly sins we must overcome to activate the next level of your true form. So I started breaking it down and I began to unravel the spells they put on us through frequency and vibration, y'all. Certain color frequencies vibrate high, with the highest frequency colors being violet, indigo, and blue, and the lowest colors being red, orange, and yellow. This is how they're putting the spells on us, y'all. You could be listening to the most beautiful song ever and not know you are being stripped of your energy. So when you see an award show, a ceremony, a movie, or go to certain organizations, they can say all the nice things that everybody want to hear. But if you see the theme of the event or show or movie is based on colors that are red, orange, yellow, then you are under an all-out frequency attack, which is lowering your vibration away from the 144,000, which is if you guys dealing with yellow, orange, and red, that is the lowest chakra of your existence. So when you see the Pope in red and you see the red hat people in the red shoe club, these are all people who work in unclean energy because the colors they signify show what they're into. This is why all the low vibrational movies and videos are mainly red, yellow, and gloomy themes. It's taking your energy. You understand? People that wear red, yellow, and green in the industry, these are people that are into unclean stuff like sexual immorality. You understand?
Oh, boy, is going off. You can tell he was excited. Excited to be talking about what he putting together. I like it. Like to see it.
You see something in the stall. So there was this guy, 2024, this recent.
Okay.
So he posted a video and it's going viral where he goes into an abandoned washroom, right?
Yeah.
And he pulls out his phone and he starts talking. I think he starts talking in Spanish, but the translation said that, oh, guys, I'm here by myself. Like, there's no one here around me, but I'm getting this weird feeling.
Yeah.
Right? So he's there and he's going into each stall and he's like, okay, nobody's there, right? When he turns around, he hears a knock from one of the stalls that he just went in.
Yeah.
Right? So this is where it gets weird. So I'll show you the video, see if you believe this is real. You see something in the stall. So it was like fucking with him. It knocked when he was facing the mirror. He turned around, went in, nothing. It knocked again and you can see it.
No way.
Yeah, hold on. Just look like that. So he's in the washroom. You have to catch it, right? So he's in the washroom alone. Okay, catch it.
Wait. Go back.
Catch it again. Look in the crack. Ready?
Yeah. Oh!
But look, he went right. Like, there's no stoppage in the video. Watch. There's no stoppage. Right. Oh, you see the face? Go up. There's no one there.
No.
So it's like messing with him.
Yeah.
You can't Photoshop. That's not AI, bro.
Okay. I'm gonna say something crazy to you. Ready?
Yeah.
So the few times that I've seen like a spirit, few times, and I think I've seen, it's always like it feels like it's not there, but it is there.
It is. Right?
Creepy. Hella creepy. And y'all know them spirits be real. Don't think for 1 second. Them goons and goblins be out there. Protect yourself. At all cost. By far. Put God first. Have that as your number one source of protection. A little pew and some other stuff wouldn't hurt either. I don't know how well that's going to do you against some spirits, but you're going to feel better about yourself at least. Might as well have it.
GTP said the Earth does not rotate. The Anunnaki put the daggum moon there. The firmament is real and the sun is not as far away. Here's a screen recording. I've already posted this and everybody's like, it's fake. Ugh. Here's a screen recording of my conversation with GTP. Is the Earth round? It does say yes. Is it flat? Obviously no. But hold on. Is there a firmament? Yes. Wait a second. There's a firmament? Whoa now. What's it made of? Unknown. Yep. Hold on 1 second. We'll be there in just a minute, everybody. Is it physical? Yes. What's above the firmament? Waters. Oh, wait a minute. Waters above? Wait, isn't that a... Oh, it is. It is. Can humans pass through? No, they cannot. Why? Barrier. Who put the barrier there? God. This is an AI that is saying this, okay? So, anybody want to explain that one to me? Has there always been a firmament? Yep. Does the Earth rotate? Nope. Huh. Kind of strange. Heliocentric or geo? Geo. Huh. Interesting. How far is the firmament in miles? It's going to be a big unknown. Let's see. It's maybe a little bit bigger. Yep. Y'all need to be seeing me too. All right. Convert kilometer. Okay, about 3,000 miles is what it says. Hold on. It's about to get really, really good, dude. Are we being deceived about the sun? Wait. What? Yes? Why is AI saying this? I'll be back in a second. Y'all keep watching. The sun is likely much smaller and closer than mainstream science claims. Its apparent motion and size suggest a localized light source. Come on, you can't make this stuff up, everybody. You just can't.
So, a few contradictions the AI made right there on its own. giving us little flat earthers a little love, talking about a firmament, but also said the world was a globe. I don't know how the whole firmament works on a globe. So, yeah. But y'all know I don't be messing with no AI, no way. Now here, we don't be
They
doing
told you
that.
it's called English, but what if it's real? You were never taught language. You were free. Sentence. In school, it means a line of words. In court, it means punishment. Why do they use the same word? Understand. You think it means I get it, but it means to stand under, to submit, to agree to their terms without knowing it. Person, not a human being. In law, it's a corporation, a legal fiction. Your name in all caps isn't you. It's a different you. School, they teach obedience. Bell rings, uniforms, lines. It's not education, it's programming. Calendar, from Callan's Roman Day of Deck collection. Time itself was created to track what you owe. October equals 8, but it's the 10th month. December equals 10, but it's the 12th month. Why? Because they rewrote the system, and you accepted it. Alphabet, from alpha plus beta, first 2 letters of the Greek system. Every symbol has energy. Every sound you speak carries intent. Legal words equals traps. They tell you one meaning, but in court, it means something else. You agree without knowing you agreed. Wake. Why do we attend a wake when someone dies? Because we're mourning the dead. So why say good morning? Or is it good morning? Entertainment. Enter plus tain plusment. To enter your mind, to hold your attention, and to possess it. Religion, from religare, to bind, not to free you, but to control belief. Television, programming your mind, by remote. Employee, one who is used, owned by a company, given a salary, from the word salarium, which means salt. Roman soldiers were paid in salt. You are still on the payroll of an empire. Mortgage, from Latin mort equals death. Engage equals pledge. Mortgage equals death pledge. And you sign it. Bank, controls the currency. Currency equals current. They control your flow, your energy. Nice. Originally meant ignorant or foolish. Words were flipped. Truth became lies. Lies became truth. Police, from policy enforcers. They don't protect you. They enforce corporate rules. Language. It is not communication. It is control. Every word you speak binds you. Tongues. Incantations. Pastors and priests know this. Why do they chant? Because vibration is power. That is why they pray with tongues. The world. It's not what you think. Even the word world means man's system. Got it from world meaning illusion. This world is an illusion. Break the code, follow me, am subfools. I reveal the truth they hid.
Is that clip full of game or coincidence? Y'all let me know down in the comments. 1 for straight game, 2 for just a coincidence. Let me see what y'all thinking out there. Speaking of game, this old boy got some game. I feel the same
You ever
way he
notice
do.
how the minute you stop going to church, folks just come out of the woodwork? You need to be back in the house of the Lord. I'm praying you'll return before it gets too late. Like you just walked away from Jesus himself. No. No, I didn't leave God. I left a building. And what most people don't get, I didn't leave because I was backsliding. I left because I started waking up. Because the same place that was supposed to bring healing was the very place that I felt the most judged, the most silenced, and the most unseen. And politics, oh my God, I could do a whole podcast on church politics. They taught me who to worship, how to think, and what questions were off limits, and who I was supposed to go to get permission to do this and to do that. And when I started questioning, the love got real conditional real fast. So no, I'm not lost. I'm just not controlled anymore. So when they try to pull you back in with guilt and with fear, you can smile, you can breathe, and you can just say, I never left God. I just stopped outsourcing my connection. I don't need a middleman anymore. And if they can't respect your path, that says more about their fear than it does about your faith. You didn't abandon your beliefs. You reclaimed your beliefs. And that, my friend, that's called evolution. Head over to soulsignal.space and check out our blog there. And we've also got a podcast over there. And hit that heart button and give us a like and a follow if these messages resonate with you.
Mad game he was given. That's exactly one of the biggest reasons why I had got out from going to church, was because of a lot of hypocrisy and stuff like that you could just see very apparent. Everybody holier than thou while they in church, and as soon as the church bell ring, everybody crazy again. But I really like, because I'm a Christian. I ain't been to church in a while, in a long while. But I pray every single day, multiple times a day. I am very close with God, very close to Jesus. But it's my own personal relationship. I dang sure don't have no middleman because I don't feel like I need a middleman. So I really liked that little clip. So I want to throw that in there for you guys. Ain't trying to get all churchy on this channel, but we're going to give praise every now and then for sure. Where it's due. Ain't got no shame about it.
Okay, I have a crazy theory for you. I have a question for you first. All right. So, would you consider the Earth an organism? Yes. Yes, right? Yeah. Now, in a sense, the world is living. Yeah. Right? In a sense, the world kind of has veins. It has almost even like a heartbeat too, if you think about it. Yeah, like a heartbeat. Even has like a nervous system. Yeah. If you think about the roots and the plants and all of the things it's attached to in the Earth, it's all connected, right? It's all connected. Now, there's this theory saying the Earth is a being. It's an organism. And the humans are kind of the virus. So the Earth, so when we get sick, when a human gets sick, right? Yeah. We create antibodies to get rid of the virus. To get rid of the virus, right? Yeah. So in the same sense, the Earth will create natural disasters, famine, drought, wildfire, to kill off the virus.
No. Probably more than a theory. Mother Earth pretty pissed. Now, I ain't talking about she mad about this whole climate change thing, because that's a bunch of BS meant to make it easy to control us, without a doubt. Very simple, very plain. I mean, it's black and white. It's as much contrast as it could possibly be. But so many people are just so blind, they just cannot see the forest through the trees. But people are still not good to the earth. And it's usually other people with the money that can actually make things happen. Ironic, right?
I don't want to alarm anyone, but what the fuck is actually going on? Like, am I the only one looking around and thinking, is this a global meltdown or a really shit Netflix reboot of the 1940s? You've got governments buying up iodine pills, militaries flexing like insecure gym bros, and news anchors reading scripts like they are auditioning for World War III the musical. And people are still like, nah bro, it's just politics, chill. Chill? The planet is boiling, the banks are stealing, and the food costs more than my rent. What the fuck should I be chilling about? And meanwhile, the conspiracy theorists, those weirdos with tinfoil hats and with working brains, they are sitting there like, told you bitch. And they did, years ago. But we called them crazy. We laughed when they warned us about digital IDs, social credit, endless wars, engineered division, and psychological manipulation. Now here we are, living the conspiracy, just without the cool background music. And the brainwashed? Oh, the brainwashed. Still proudly waving flags that they don't understand, fighting wars that don't exist yet, for governments that wouldn't piss on them if they were on fire. But don't be too hard on them. They think news is the truth and TikTok is a university. They'll believe anything as long as it comes with a hashtag and a sad piano soundtrack. And when everything collapses, when the lights go out and the shelves go empty, they will look up from their screens, blink twice and ask, wait, were we the problem? Yes, you fucking were.
Yes. Absolutely.
Mirrors, like the royal family of England, are freaky things, people. Do not invite those demons into your life.
Mirrors are very wicked. Gotta show this. I gotta run this back so y'all can see it again. But this chick running up, putting her face to the mirror, and then her eyes turn and look at her. Yeah. So watch real close because it's a real fast clip.
Mirrors, like the royal family of England, are freaky things, people. Do not invite those demons into your life.
Almost forgot. So this is the last clip for the day, in my case for the evening, but I'm gonna start every one of these reactions off with a positive clip, and I'm gonna end every one of these reactions off with a positive clip to make sure we always coming and going in good spirits. We'll leave all that shenanigans and other stuff in between that. But yeah, I didn't mean to grab another dog positive clip to be the last clip like yesterday, but hey, it just happened. And I love dogs, and this is super positive. It'll definitely put a smile on your face. This dog is most definitely a reincarnated soul from what was probably a little girl or so. Because this thing, the way it be acting and just admiring itself, and this thing literally even grabs a purse to carry with it. Watch this. This is wild. This is so wild. Got the purse in its mouth. Y'all can't tell me that's not a reincarnated dog, y'all. Wait, we gotta watch that one more time. That is hella cute. But check this out. This dog got the butterfly wings on, went straight to the mirror to go check herself out. Then was like, oh yeah, I must have my accessories. Went and grabbed the purse from the shelf and went back, checked herself out again. This got to be a reincarnated baby girl. All right. Well, we came to the end of this, y'all. Hey, y'all remember, the world is just a stage and everybody's actors. Peace. Love y'all.
Kingdom last year when it was leaked to the media.